Hi everyone, here's another live for you. Enjoy.
Hello everyone, it's Rebecca here. Welcome along. To be honest, tonight I'm really not feeling like being live, but I've got to feed the family and I said I was going to do it, so here we are, we're doing it. Right, now I've gone and bought some gourmet sausages again that were reduced for quick sale. These ones are lamb, tomato and onion sausages. Now, with this recipe, I just searched the word sausages. All right, so with Cookie Doo, I love that. We can absolutely see what we have, type in the words and find something to make. I'm going to be tweaking it a bit. There's no doubt about it. Yum. Hey, Jules. I'm going to be tweaking it a bit because this requires fennel bulb. Excuse me. Hang on a minute. We've got the dog doing something naughty again. Get. That's the cat food, not yours. Can someone feed the dog, please? She's obviously hungry because she's trying to eat the cat food. All right. So this one, I'm just going to go through it as... Hello, Melissa. And so it starts. Yeah, she's trying to get the cat food, so maybe if we feed her. I don't know where her... Oh, here's her little bowl. Thank you, darling. Here, I'll put that there. And you'll need a little knife. Daddy's got your food. Daddy will feed you. Okay? Daddy will feed you. It's all going here. I forget it was... What was it like before the dog came into our life and started barking in the background all the time? Anyway, let's get started. So, first thing it's asking for, it's an American recipe. It's in pounds and ounces. I don't have, and that's yellow onion, or I would imagine is brown onion in our language. I do have some nice eschalots, so I'm just going to use those. One thing I have learnt in my years of cooking with a Thermomix is it's extremely versatile. You can absolutely use other things, alternatives. Don't be afraid to Google if you're not sure of what alternatives you can use. Just type in, what can I use instead of XYZ, and something will come up. Actually, you know what? I've got a little bit of leek that needs using. I'm going to put that in as well. I think that's a good idea. Alright, so that one great big leek that I bought, I think I've got 3 meals out of, so that's pretty cool. Let's add a bit of that in too, because leek is a lovely flavour, a bit like onions. Alright, so we want some garlic cloves, and it says 4. Hey Naz! So I'm probably going to go, I don't know, maybe 6, because garlic is delicious. So, yes, let me know what you're having for dinner. Obviously, for Maz, beautiful Maz is in the UK, you're just waking up. So, you're not having dinner. Maybe what you had last night, Maz. How's your Thermomix going over there? What's everyone making? What would you like to learn? Don't forget to send me. I've still got that list that I'm slowly getting through. Homemade pasta. I think that might be a weekend one. We might do that this weekend. I know Saturday we're actually going, I've got to do somebody's hair in the morning, and then we're going up to IKEA because we're going to absolutely IKEA my whole house out. We have had this second-hand table for a long time. I'll just turn you so you can see. It's like a rectangle shape. It's covered in washing baskets at the moment. That one over there, see? And I look at this space and I can't help but think that that shape just takes up too much space. And I don't know if anyone else has seen the IKEA ad on TV with the kitchen makeover and the round IKEA table that's featured, and it's extendable. The minute of it. Oh, we've got a poor connection. I may have dropped out there for a minute. My apologies. Make sure you let me know that you can hear me okay. All right. Is get ourselves a new table. So something else flat pack for my poor husband to build. But we're going to eventually then get all this area, because it's an unusual shaped area, this. I have no idea of the original design of this house, but I'm sure it wasn't how it is now. And so, you know, it's a bit crazy. The space for... It's a walkway through to the bedroom, so you don't want to have dinner tables like in the middle of the space. You know, anyone else have weird spaces in their house? Hi, Dimity, how are you? I'm going to replant that leek, and hopefully it will grow again for me. That would be nice. That would make me happy. All right, garlic cloves are in, and it says 1/8 of a teaspoon of fennel seeds. That's like hardly any. So I'm going to add a little more because the recipe asks for fennel. I don't have any fennel. I'm going to be using celery instead. So, and I want that flavour. Oh my goodness, this is the other thing I'm out of too, is olive oil. So that must be on my shopping list tonight. I can't believe I literally have, that's it. That's all the olive oil I have in my world. So I'm going to have to do some grapeseed or something, I think, because I'm literally out of everything. Where are you? So I've got some olive oil with garlic in it, but I don't think I want to add extra. If that's all the oil that's in the recipe, I should be fine. Okay, so lid on, we're going to chop all that up for 3 seconds. Yeah, Katie, it's really funny, isn't it? Some house, I think because, you know, the spaces change as houses are built and then they're extended. Our house has got, definitely need to go to the shops. I'm so overdue a trip to the shops. Going tonight after dinner, going to the shops. So yes, the space is very strange. It's not like the last place where we very distinctly had a dining area. It's just weird. And like I say, we're walking through here. So to have a table in the way would be a pain in the neck. All right, so now we're going to add in our sausage casings removed. So we're just using the sausage meat, I guess, like meatballs again. I love doing this because it just takes a bit of work out of the having to actually make a mix of like a meatball. And if you can get sausages like me on sale, then even better yet. So I'm just breaking these up and throwing it in. These are a lamb sausage. This says an Italian sausage. I reckon sausage is sausage. This is a lamb, tomato and onion sausage. So I thought the flavour notes would be really fantastic with what we've got here. I do need more rice wine vinegar. Did you like my little blooper? Holy dooly. Lucky I had another bottle in the cupboard. But you're right, I like to have a spare. So I'd definitely be adding that to the shopping list. What a Butterfingers. So there we go. Yep, blooper reels. We might end up with more of those. All right, I've actually hit the amount of sausage we need, but I'm just going to add one more because, you know, I like to push the limits of things. And I've got 2 big men that like meat, so that should do us. Right, let me wash that off my fingers. And that works out perfectly because I actually picked up 2 packets of these today. This was the larger packet, and I also got a smaller packet. So the ones that are left, I'll pop in the freezer that I can add to that other packet, and then that'll make another meal for us down the line. All right, peeled and sliced carrots. 5 ounces of peeled and sliced, 1/4 inch. So that's thinly sliced, isn't it? Well, I don't mean to make you all jealous, but I think I might get the cutter out. So for those of you that don't have one, please be patient. They will be coming back at some point. We have no idea when. I've been asked that question a lot lately. I wish I knew the answer. Where's the important part for that? Might still be in my bag. Let me check, because I did take this to someone's house the other day. Right? Yes. Hopefully I didn't leave it behind. Okay, crisis averted. I found it. So, yes, hopefully before too long, the cutters will be in stock and everyone who wants one can have one. Right, we're right side up slicing. And I love with carrots, you can just double up there, get the mode, slicing. I'm thinking thick for this one. So 3 at once, that's winning. Right, any little bits I don't care, they can go in. With veggies, it's just a rinse under the tap. That one's sort of stuck in the blade, which is inconvenient, but we'll get it out without slicing my finger. Oh, Willow. You like to announce yourself rather loudly when you come back in the room. All right. Oh, yeah, plenty. That was plenty of carrot. Excuse me. Shh. Now, off you go. Fennel bulb I don't have, but I have got celery that needs using, so I'm going to pop some celery in there. Why not? Celery's a nice flavour and things like this. So, and again, it wants to be sliced as well. Oh, well, stuff it. Let's do this again. Why not? I'm all for making life simple. Oh, where's my blade? So slate for slicing. Never sliced celery in here actually, so this will be a new thing. Alright, let's go thick. Oh, no lid detected. Oh. Oh, wrong way, you dope. Oh, gosh. Told you I'm feeling tired. Take the middle bit out. Yes, well, I'm not using this machine, but yes, take this little bit out every time so you don't chop it up. I had a message from someone the other day going, oh no, I've chopped up my slicer. There we go. So, instead of fennel, we're having celery. And pretty much the right amount too. Look at that. Brilliant. Okay. Put that there. Wash the celery off my hand. Next, without the measuring cup in. Alright, next. And we're cooking that. 5 minutes, 250 Fahrenheit. I love the way this machine just adjusts for us with the US recipes. So very cool. Yes, Melissa, I have no idea. I've had no update, but the minute I know, you're all going to know, okay? So, preview. It wants 26 ounces of vegetable stock. So, here's the tip. Hey Siri, how much is 26 ounces in grams?
It's 737.09 grams.
There you go. So, 740 grams of water is what we need for the next part of this recipe. So, bringing up my scales, hopefully it'll let me. No, right, we'll use the other one then. So, modes, scales, I'm going to weigh in. Because this is obviously asking for a liquid stock. So there is no way in this world you would ever be putting that much stock paste in a recipe. So be aware. You want to make that up and have it ready to go. So when it's a huge amount, it's always a diluted situation. So 740 roughly, 737.09. Right, that'll do. 750. So to that, get your stock paste. Now it's 1 tablespoon per 500 grams, 2 tablespoons to a litre. So what you want to do is add in a good tablespoon, and then I reckon just a tiny bit more. And now I've stuck that in there. I don't want to cross-contaminate, so I'm going to be silly now and dirty another spoon. So I reckon another half, good half. Look, this is flavour, so don't be skimpy with your flavour. All right, and it looks like I need to make stock again, so that's going to be on the weekend list as well. So I think some fresh pasta. We'll do a fresh pasta live and video over the weekend, and make some stock. Hello, Simone. Yeah, worldwide shortage. It is, yeah, one of those things. Unfortunately, logistics and all that stuff means that we can't all have a cutter ASAP, sadly, but we'll all get one eventually. I'm quite sure we will. Now, I will say, I have seen a few people listing them on Facebook Marketplace recently. So maybe put an alert. You never know. One day you might see one come up for sale. Sometimes people think they need one and then they don't need one, or maybe they need the money. I don't know. Whatever the reason might be. But, yeah. There was one actually for sale here on the Gold Coast, and within 2 minutes of the post, someone had put sold. So I don't know who was selling it, but there we go. All right, sausages can go in the freezer. And that's the bin. Now, I've got the stock ready to go for the next part of this recipe. I've got tomato paste there, salt, simmer basket, and then cooking for 10 minutes. And then we're removing it and we're adding the pasta. So I think rigatoni is actually a bigger little pasta tube than this. But this is what I had, so I'm going with it anyway. So yeah, fresh pasta is a game changer. I love it, but it is another job. So I always say to you guys, pick your battles. If you have time to do these things, then please by all means do it. So I had my birthday earlier in the month, and head office send us team leaders birthday gifts, and this arrived today. And I think they must stalk what we have somehow through our mix shop purchases. I actually don't have this Madeleine tray. So get ready, one day, very soon, I'll be making Madeleines. Yes! I've already searched up a nice lemon recipe one because I love anything lemon. So yeah, I think this is a new design too, because I seem to remember the last one wasn't like this one. So there we go. That was my birthday present from head office, which is really sweet. So I'll pop it up with my other 1,000,001 rose bowl pans up at the top of my cupboard. I have the collection almost complete now. All right, so stock goes in. What I will do first is just grab a spatula and just give that, oh my God, that smells amazing already. It's the fennel for me. I love fennel. I just love the smell. I love it. I wish I had fennel as in the vegetable to add to this, because I think I'm definitely going to have to make it again with some fennel, because I do love the stuff. But I know the fennel consistency, and I think it's part of the celery family anyway. Am I right in saying that? Maybe not. So it's a good alternative in my opinion. Look at that. We're a little over, but we're just going to put it in because we're still well under our max line, and that will cook up a treat. So that's how you make liquid stock. So please don't buy Tetra Packs anymore. If you have a Thermomix, make your stock paste and make your stock liquid just that simply. It is really a no-brainer. It's a money saver. It's a game changer. Use your old veggies. Don't waste. Put them in the freezer. One of my beautiful followers and customers, Jade, I recently got to go and have a home visit with her, and she even showed me her bag ready in the freezer for making her next batch of stock. Absolutely fantastic. All right. Yes, Melissa. I know you've already been in touch. Send me a message about that because, whoops, I'm jumping the gun. I'm pretty sure I know of a recipe. So remind me to have a look for that for you because I've got both devices going. I can't search up now. I think ThermoFun has that one covered. I think. I'm positive I've seen it somewhere. But if even you Google Thermomix word first and whatever it is you're searching for, I'm sure you will find it. All right. Okay. Now it says to add salt. We've put our stock in, but I am going to add a little bit more, only because I don't want to skimp on that flavour. All right. So now we're going to heat that up for 10 minutes, and then the next step is adding in that pasta, and then it actually wants us to add chickpeas as well. I am just not sure whether I want to add the chickpeas. And I'm leaning towards not. What do you guys reckon? I have a feeling it's going to make it a bit too, I don't know. I wish it was beans instead. Yeah, Jules, me too. I'm thinking definite nope. I think I'm going to do it without it, all right? And then I'll be the judge of it then. I'll decide whether I think that was a good idea or not. I can't see it working either. So, stock powder. Yeah, stock powder's great. But yes, stock paste for the win, all the way. Stock paste is made of vegetables, herbs, salt, a dash of olive oil, and it's coming up. Sorry about the pause. Let me know you can hear me over there on Instagram. Stock powder's fine, but sometimes you've got to be careful. They might have something like MSG in it. No, I reckon, Mary, I agree. As soon as I read that in the recipe, I went, I don't know. My bread roll recipe, Simone, is easy everyday white loaf. So if you search up on Cookie Doo, easy everyday white loaf, and you scroll down to the hints and tips part, you will find the bread roll tips from there. That is the recipe I use, my love. Easy everyday white loaf. And they are perfect as a loaf, perfect for everything. You know what, Kirsty, you're bang on the money. It definitely is a bulking out the recipe thing with the chickpeas perhaps. I've actually added that extra sausage, so I think I'm covered. It's pretty chockers in there. I don't know how the pasta's going to fit, but anyway. Yes. But any other questions, fire them through. We've got some time. Now, I'm going to want some grated Parmesan with this because I believe that Parmesan should be on every pasta dish. I'm doing that old school. That actually has some moisture in there. Someone's done something in there and not dried it properly. So, where's my tea towel hiding? No. Might need another one. Oh, there it is. Hiding under the celery lid. So I'm just going to do the Parmesan old school, which, you know, I have been told that that's not grating, that's just chopping, whatever. It's going to melt on top of my pasta, so I don't mind. Got it? Yeah. So down in the hints and tips, you'll find bread rolls. All right, so I'm just going to do a bit of Parmesan quickly. Oh, don't even need to do that. I'm going to listen. So there's going to be a bit of sound. So, I love one of our team leaders says that's the sound of you saving money. So, exactly right, Charlene. It does not matter how it's grated. It does taste the same. And the other thing is if it's going to be melted, it's going to be melted. So, But yeah, no, I've had people say, no, that's not grated, that's chopped. Well, same. Or Justin, let me know how that goes. The last thing I slow cooked in the TM6 was the pulled pork, but that's been a while ago now. Just do a quick free clean on that. I'm going to turn on the water and disturb someone in the shower. Alright, just do a short one. That'll clean it up nice. You guys can hear me over here? Oh, it looks like it's frozen actually.
Wow.
Yes. What's that? Okay. Can you just put that somewhere else for now and we'll talk about that when I'm off for live? How about that? Is that a good idea?
Yes.
I think I've frozen over on Instagram. Kirsty, I have 4 in total. Oh, lovely. Put them in the fridge. All good. Oh, great. Excellent. All good. Pulled pork is yum. Yes, I have 4, Kirsty, and I've earned them all as a consultant. So they're my tools of trade. I've got one brand new over in the box because I recently sold one of my originals. Thought it was time for a new one. Not frozen, thanks Charlene. So I'm going to do a new unboxing video for everyone. So when my customers purchase a Thermomix from me, or anyone, if you want to go and check it out, is on YouTube. That unboxing video, I think I did it 2 years ago at my old house. So I definitely want to do an update of that because now we have so many new modes since then. So that's the wonderful thing about the TM6 is it just keeps getting better and better. So I need to update it. So that's another project in the pipeline that I need to do is another unboxing video and update it and get that onto YouTube. So yes, there's quite a few slow cook recipes. You can just search slow cook, but it is only the TM6 that can slow cook. So make sure that if you have a TM5 or a TM31, you probably should be putting in the filters that you have that on Cookie Do because your machine cannot do the TM6 recipes because we have that high heat and the slow cooking function, etc. So, right, there's 2 boiled eggs on the door if anyone needs those for work lunches tomorrow. Just saying. Oh, I still got a little bit of leek for another day. Still. I will use that whole bit. Oh, I know what that will go in. My stock. Because I definitely will be making stock on the weekend because I'm nearly out. All right, let's put some things away, including those tender chickpeas. Save that for hummus. Fennel. So there we are. And this is going to go in the garden and it's going to regrow. But what I will do is give it a couple of days, just sitting in this little cup in some water and just sort of rehydrate those roots before I stick it in the ground. It tends to work a little better, I think. I'm no expert. So, right, put that over there. Finish my coffee. How are we going for time? So we've got 1 minute 58 before the pasta goes in. And then once that pasta's in, I'm going to finish the recording up and I will be sharing it later onto Facebook, YouTube, and with a picture of the end result. So there we go. But we've just got to add in the pasta. So 10 ounces. Hey Siri, what is 10 ounces in grams?
The answer is 283.5 grams.
283.5 grams. That is just such a great illustration. Like there would never be 283 point whatever grams in a recipe. So some people are a bit like, you're a little over or under. Guys, sweat on that. Don't stress on that. We would always have been that way too. Yeah, so handy, isn't it? We would have always been a little over and under with our older models and the scales going in 5 and 10 gram increments. So yeah, don't ever sweat on that. It'll all be fine. Yes, herb gardens are such a great idea. Mine is literally just out through my laundry door over there. I have noticed that I've raided the basil significantly and it's not really regrowing. Basil can be a bit... everything else seems quite happy. I've got plenty of sage, thyme, rosemary. The parsley is fine. I've got my shallots regrowing that I've planted into the garden. Look, just having those few things on hand is such a great idea. It really is. Yeah, I think it's a season, Justin. I think it's a winter thing. I don't think it likes the cold at all. So, all right, here we go. So that's that part cooked up. Let's have a little, it smells absolutely fantastic at this part, I must say. All right, so now pasta. Now, I have no idea how long to cook this for because it's all in Italian. I picked this up from a deli, this pasta. I actually picked it up because it looks more like the pasta that you use in the soup that I made, the fagioli, which, oh my gosh, obsessed, love it. Quick question, when thin or thick slices potatoes for gratin? Thick. Cherie, definitely thick. The thin is... if you wanted to make your own crisps, like potato crisps, Hey Jade, you do the thin. So definitely the thick. All right, so chickpeas we're not putting in. We've all made that executive decision together that we're just going to leave those out. I do have the extra sausage in there, so I'm quite confident this will be enough. It actually looks very similar to the beef ragu macaroni recipe that I did the other night, I must admit. Probably going to have a bit of a different flavour note, adding that fennel seed in there. It smells fantastic, so I'm really looking forward to eating this. Right, so stir through, and then we've got to time it with the pasta. I'm going to go with 8 minutes because that's a little pasta, and I feel like that would be more than sufficient time. And turn that on. So when that's done, it says to garnish with fennel fronds. If you had bought fennel, I don't have fennel. So I will garnish with some parsley from the garden and, or maybe even some chives, because that's another thing I have in my herb garden. Chives are an amazing herb to have. Very versatile as well. So I'm going to bid you farewell. Thank you everyone for joining. Look out for the replay later if you've just joined on. And, yeah, if I can be of any help, please reach out. I'd love to look after you. See you guys.
So this made a heap of food. Great budget-friendly meal. I tweaked it, guys. You saw how I just changed up the ingredients. I do love anything with a flavour of fennel. I give this a 10 out of 10.